Hello, today I'm gonna make for you curried goat meat with Irish potato. So that's curried goat meat with Irish potato. So you're gonna need 8 garlic cloves, 1 medium sized onion, a stalk of scallion, 1 stalk, small piece of chocha, about quarter piece, dice, and turnip. It's a small piece we're gonna use for flavoring. A teaspoon of pimento berry, scotch bonnet pepper, 1 scotch bonnet pepper, and white vinegar. We're going to use about a tablespoon or 2 of white vinegar. Curry powder, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, Indian curry preferably. Spring of thyme, tablespoon of salt, tablespoon of dried basil, a teaspoon of marjoram, or half a teaspoon of marjoram. Marjoram is strong, so you can use less. A tablespoon of dried parsley, whole clove, 4 whole cloves, marjoram, a teaspoon of marjoram, rosemary, a teaspoon of rosemary, finely grated, and goat's meat. You can use lamb meat. You can use lamb, deer. Deer is probably a bit tougher, but sheep. But this is good, a local Jamaican goat. So the recipe is for a pound. You can use up to 2 pounds, but I'm doing a pound today. A small piece of ginger to half of 1 finger. It's optional, but this curry, ginger go nice with curry, just the flavoring. If you have a small carrot, you can use that, dice it and put it near to the end, 5 minutes to the end. I'm not going to use any carrot today. Alright, we're going to start prepping. We're going to add it in the seasoning twice. So add 1, add 2. So a teaspoon of pimento berries, dried. Half over here, half over there. Thyme. We'll rinse this. Scallion. I'm gonna rinse that. Garlic. If you smash it like that, it come out easier, or easy. Just smash this again, smash it, smash it, smash it. Mash it, mash it, mash it. Mash it. This is mash. Splash is when like a glass splash burst, or a balloon with some water splash, or water splash. And mash is when you mash. So I'm learning. Alright, salt, tablespoon. It's too much. That much, half over here, half over there. Let's not turn it. I don't want to use plenty of this chocha. Nor the turnip. Turnip, nice, give meat nice flavor. Turnip really give meat nice flavor. So this add 2. Add 2 for chocha. A piece of this turnip. Slice it. Trying to move fast today. Just dice this fine. Right. Half over there, and half over here. Herbs time. Rosemary. This is the rosemary. Just grind it up fine. It's a teaspoon. Half over here. Half in that one. This basil. 1 tablespoon. You can get away with using 2 tablespoons. Whole clove. 1, 2. This marjoram teaspoon. Oh, I get a teaspoon over there. This the oregano. Oregano is very, very strong. Stand out like a piece of ginger. Stand out. So you can use a little bit. Just a little teeny bit. Like a 1/4 teaspoon. And dried parsley. A tablespoon or 2. So that's it. Alright. So I rinse this. Put over here. Add 1. You just dice this. Add 2. Just dice it. The ginger, you can leave the skin on. Just clean off the dirt. The skin is a good source of mineral. This way. One over here. Put this aside for later. Put to heat a pressure cooker pot. Put the stove's gauge on high 8, like medium high for now. Add the garlic. We're gonna burn the curry. So measure your curry. Starting off with 1 tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons of curry powder, Indian curry preferably. Alright, just use the garlic and spread it evenly to the bottom. Just allow it to burn. You want it to get dark but not black. If you can see the color changing a little, get your oil ready. Get the oil ready. Just let it burn. Alright, this is the best way to burn curry. Some people pour the curry in the oil and burn it that way. Alright. Less than a cup, about 40 seconds. Add oil. Alright, so that's that. So curry meat. If you know anything about me, I don't wash meat. But if you feel like you want to wash it, just pour some water and some white vinegar on this and just pour it directly over the sink. Just allow it to burn for, the stove is still on 8 medium high. Add season 1. All the herbs. Only thing we didn't add is the pepper. And a little of the white vinegar. Just let it stay for a minute. Just boost the taste. You can add just like a dash of white vinegar. No, not the main. Natural cooking. Add water. 3 cups of water. If you're doing more than, this is a pound, so you use 3 cups. If you are doing 2 pounds, use 4 cups. So that was 2. 3. You just cover it properly. Share your rubbers on. And this is on properly too. Put this on. Once it starts to whistle, we're going to time it. Alternatively, if you don't have a pressure cooker, you can put the water in, say about 6 cups of water. 4. Add it bit by bit. Boil it for about an hour or 2 before you add season 1. When it's near to tenderizing, then you add season 1. And then once I cook now, then you add season 2 near to the end. Well, see, this is about, it's building. So this is about to start. I'm looking in my Jamaica dinner book, and it says right here I should have put 2.5 cups of water. I should have looked before. So probably going to be a little bit more water, but what I'll do is just cook it out. Alright, it starts to pressure. It took about 10 minutes to start building up. So okay, now once it starts to whistle, put your time gauge for 25 minutes. And put your stove gauge on low, almost low. You want to slow cook it. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank you for telling me that I have a good voice. You know something? Whenever I go places and people hear me talk, girls especially, they always tell me that I have a nice voice. Always. So it's kind of surprising that since I built this channel, you guys been telling me the same thing. So I like it. So thank you. Alright, it's 25 minutes. Let's turn the stove off and allow it to cool. Don't ever take this up because the flavor escapes if you do that. If you're in an hurry and you have to go, just run this, put it in your sink and run this part under tap water until it releases. Until it releases here. Then you lift this up and open it. Alright, so this took about 10 minutes to cool. See, it have a little bit too much water. If I had used a 2.5 cup, it wouldn't have so much water, but it's okay. It's better to have a little more than less. Although it will interfere with the flavor, but nevertheless, the how we season this thing well good, it's not going to interfere with the flavor. Put your stove gauge on high. Flame 8. Just let it boil, come to a boil. Alright, it's 2 minutes. See tender. You have to ask the tender seed. Another thing you can do, like I put half cup more water, you can leave the cover up and make the water vaporize. We're going to peel this next and add it about 8 minutes near to the end. Add the pepper. You see, curried pepper tastes good in curry, or curry tastes good peppered. But you know, if you're cooking for children, this is okay, because some of these children like the spicy food. You know. So this is after 3 minutes. I'm leaving it open. I'm going to leave it open for about 8 minutes. Then I'm going to add season 2. Peel the Irish. Peel it thin to the skin. So you want to peel it. cut it too fine. Just make chunks, about half-inch chunks. Half-inch chunks. Alright, water drying out a little. Let's remove this. First time stick. Add season 2. Everything's added. All we need to put in is just a little white vinegar, which I'm going to use this. Let's cover this. I'm not ready to add this yet. So now, just cover it properly. Stove is still on high, which is 6. Let's keep it on medium, near medium, but a little bit below medium, which is 6 for me. The objective is to cook it out and cook out some of the water. When you feel that the gravy get kind of a thickness, then you can turn it down and slow simmer it and make the curry, let the goat's meat suck up the curry gravy. And another way too, if you're not ready to cook, if you're not ready to serve, you can just turn off the stove now, like in the next 5 minutes. Turn it off and just let it stay. Go take a nap for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, half of the day, and then come back and then cook the rest of it. That would make it very nice. And because it's on high, you have to check it occasionally, not so regular, but you have to look at it and just check it. If it's sticking, like this texture I like. Now I'm gonna make it go some more. This is 8 minutes since we start stewing. Okay, another ingredient that makes curry flavorful, enhances the flavor quite a bit, is butter. I'm not going to use any butter because I don't really practice using butter, but you can, if you like butter, you can use a tablespoon of butter near to the end. It's going on to 10 minutes. And you gotta stir it gently because the curry meat is tender right now, so you don't want it minced by the time you're ready to serve it. So turn it, stir it gently. Alright, I like where it's at right now, so I'm gonna turn the stove down on low. I'm still not ready to add the Irish because the Irish will cook in 3 minutes. So I put it on low, almost off, just to let it simmer a little without drying out too fast. So in other words, the 2.5 cups is what I'll recommend. That's in the book. Water, 2.5 cups of water. Any curry is best served with white rice or parboiled. But you can eat it with food too, like boiled bananas, boiled yam and stuff like that. But today it's complemented with white rice and pumpkin. And if you're cooking rice, make sure your rice flaky. A flaky rice with curry is nice. A soft rice with curry is not so nice. I don't know if you'll be able to see the texture of this curry, but you want the curry to have that. You know what? You have some light looking curry, almost like the cooking oil. But you have some darker ones, because you might not get the brand, you know. So I'm telling you, if you're picking a curry, make sure it's a darker looking curry, the dark one, not the light one. So this is a texture. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's nice. This curry is nice. And curry is turmeric. This is turmeric. Dried piece that I have somewhere. I'm just telling you. Alright, it's 15 minutes since stewing. 5 minutes since we have it on low. So this is what it look like. So add the Irish. And just keep it on low and cover it. And just let it stay. Just keep it covered. I'm just showing it. Just keep it covered. That was just 2 minutes in, so it's 17 and a half. Alright, this is 20 minutes. Let me explain something to you. If you feel like your gravy driving out too low, because the Irish, you know, you want to serve the Irish. Irish not going to take no time to cook. They cook within no time. So if it's drying out like this, just turn the stove on low, very low, until the Irish cook, and then you finish. That low, almost off. You can't even see it. Almost off, low, that low. That was 20 minutes since stewing. 5 minutes since we had the Irish. But like I have it on low, I want the Irish cook. So I'm gonna let it go for about 2 or 3 more minutes. And then in the end now, when I'm ready to serve, and it's not thick enough, I can turn the stove up and then thicken the gravy once the Irish is cooked, because I don't want the Irish to break out. So the 2 minutes is up. So that was 22 minutes. So I'm just going to turn the stove up a little and build out the gravy and then finish. And stir it gently. The Irish cook, man. And if you're adding carrot, I would say don't use carrot. But if you were, you would add it like 10 minutes near to the end and cut them very fine and use just a small amount. Once it starts to stick to the bottom, that's a sign to say the gravy is thick enough. Can remove these time sticks. Alright, you can turn this off now because it's going to get thicker when it cools. So that's it. So that was like 23 minutes in all stewing, and we pressure cooked it for 25 minutes. Serve next. This is how you want it, so it gets thicker. So you just take a handful. Just go put up. So the Irish. Curried goat's meat with Irish potato. Accompaniment with parboiled rice and boiled pumpkin. Right. Best time now. What would be best with this now if you had like some salad, tomato, slice it and put it alongside the meal. Tender. Irish now. The Irish firm. And it's cooked. I want the gravy. I didn't put much gravy on the first one because for the picture. You don't want to spoil my picture. See you. Enjoy. Let me just say something. I just ate. You don't have to use butter. The gravy is so nice. You know what? Somebody made a comment and talk about I should have used. It was a tuna sandwich, and she's saying or he, I don't know. And they were saying that why I never sprinkle some black pepper, why I never use some garlic powder. Garlic powder. Come on. Why use garlic powder when you can just use garlic? What is garlic powder? You sure it's garlic in it? Y'all need to stop using those powder seasoning. This tastes so nice and you don't see me use no shake. The only shake was salt.